Hi, we're gonna make some cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving. How does that sound? It is sugar-free and it is using 12-ounce bag of cranberries, 1 orange, and a cup of powdered monk fruit. How did I powder this and why is it in a ball jar? I took a cup and I stuck it in my blend tech and I blended it up till it was powdered. Okay, that's how we're gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna come behind me and I'm gonna throw these cranberries in the pot. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn it on while we quickly grate this orange. Okay, so grating it, let's bring it down on my grater. And we're gonna get all the color until we get to the pith, and then we're gonna move on. So the pith is the white part underneath, and it's bitter. But the orange part is really sweet, and is where all the oils, the essential oils are. And that's what we want. And it's got, oh gosh, you should smell this. It's so yummy. Okay, I want to get it all because this is just, oh, smells so good. It's just that whole thing. One more spot. Okay, now we're going to cut it in half. And we're going to come over here. And we're going to juice it. Let's bring it over here. There we go. Ta-da! One more. Okay, then I always take it off and I tap it really good. Get all the juice out of those loins and we're good to go. Okay. So let's bring it over. Hi. Let's bring it over to the stove, okay? So we got our cranberries in there. Here we go. We got our cranberries in there. Let's bring it down more so you can watch it bubble. Okay, we're gonna pour the juice in. Yes, orange juice is high in sugar, but at least it's not sugar. I'm tapping all that orange pulp out, all that orange skin. And we're going to dump that in there too. Oh, I hear them popping. All right, we're going to let those cook and then we're going to add our sugar. So we're going to let these cranberries, let's see, let's get it down there. Oh, sorry about that. That was a big shake up. Okay, we're gonna let these cranberries get all happy. And simmer away. Can you see that really good? Good. Simmer away. In there, in that orange juice. Oh, I just love cranberry sauce. And I was just like, I'm so glad I made a feast day be Thanksgiving because some of my favorite things, well, Thanksgiving's always been my favorite holiday. Yep, we're starting to get some pops in there. Thanksgiving's always been my favorite holiday. And so, feasting, again, let's go over it. Feasting versus cheating. Cheating is when you emotionally need food. And what I mean by emotionally need food, you're using food to deal with emotion instead of dealing with the emotion. Sorry, that's Bella. She thinks she hears something. So when you cheat, you're cheating on yourself. You're not cheating on a diet. You're cheating on yourself. And you're cheating yourself out of the opportunity to really deal with the emotion that is bringing up fear in you. And you don't want to deal with the fear, so you're going to cheat. You're going to eat something to suppress the fear, and which is masking the emotion that you're feeling. So if you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling stressed, the underlying emotion behind all that is fear, okay? Because a lot of people are going, I don't have any fears. Yeah, you do. You fear that you're not going to be able to deal with the emotion that is tapping you on the shoulder going, hey, I'm here and I need you to love me and deal with me and let me go. And when you shove a half of a cake down your throat, that's not dealing with the emotion. That's living in fear that the emotion is going to overwhelm you and you're going to just disappear, right? When you're not. Okay, so that's cheating. Feasting is where you've given yourself permission to go off your way of eating, okay? So if your way of eating is drive-through, then, feast at Thanksgiving like nobody cares. However, I live a ketogenic lifestyle, and so I've picked my birthday, Thanksgiving, and Christmas to feast. And just so you know, it's getting all nice and happy in there, okay? It's cooking down nice, and it's popping. All those little cranberries are popping. So anyways, feasting. I used to have celiac disease. So that means if I ate flour, if I ate grains, if I ate beans, if I ate corn, it just really ripped up my insides and I was in a lot of pain. And then I also had a ton of inflammation. And if you know me, you've seen the pictures where I'm like, the eyes too, the eyes are so swollen. Everything is swollen because of grains and corn and beans and some dairy. Okay, so going ketogenic for me has brought me, I was telling my son yesterday, I have never felt this good since my 20s, since I was married. Because remember, in my story is when I got married, I had an underlying fear that I was not good enough. And so I gained 120 pounds in the first 6 months of our marriage. Talk about marrying a God. He stayed with me, and it's been almost 28 years. I am adding the sugar now. Sugar. Okay, so I'm adding, where am I? I am adding the monk fruit. Okay, and I'm gonna add it in stages. Okay, so I'm going to keep talking to you here while I'm doing this. So yes, Stephen is a little godlet because he stayed with me and he believes in me. And almost 28 years later, I'm finally gotten to a point of trust in myself that I am good enough and the weight's coming off. So I was telling my son yesterday that I haven't felt this good since before I got married. And I'm pretty happy about that. I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm really excited to see myself shrink. But the emotions are still there. The fear of not being able to do it, not being good enough, all that is still there, but at a different level and a deeper level. And so I got to work through that. And instead of cheating on foods that don't make me feel good, like, oh, those yummy dinner rolls like my mother-in-law would make and stuff, I'm not going to do that to myself because I know that I will come home and I will feel disgusting. And then the day after Black Friday, I will just crave carbs. And I don't want that. I want it to be a beautiful feast day where I enjoy the things that I love the most. So I'm not going to have rolls. I am going to have mashed potatoes, but I'm going to make my own turkey gravy that doesn't have any flour in it. I'm going to make some turkey gravy with arrowroot and butter for the thickener instead of flour. because I can use arrowroot. It doesn't rip me up so much. So, anywho, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm choosing. I'm going to have sweet potato casserole if they have it, because it's just sweet potatoes. I'm going to have mashed potatoes. I'm not going to make mashed cauliflower, not for Thanksgiving. I'll make that every day of the week, but I'm not going to do it on Thanksgiving. This is my day to be able to enjoy the foods that I really enjoy, that aren't going to make me feel sick and aren't going to make me crave carbs the next day. And I'm not going to overeat. I'm only going to take, you know, let's put it this way, 2 tablespoons of the things that I want, so that I can enjoy the taste of it and not come home and have to lay on my left side and moan for a couple hours because I overdid it. I am a keto girl that doesn't have a gallbladder, and one of the things about not having a gallbladder is you know when you're done, because the food will start coming back up because you don't have that bile production that you used to have. Okay. All right. I'm going to bring it down so you can see how beautiful this is. Whoop. It is thick. See that? It's thick and yummy, and those cranberries have popped, and it's gorgeous. Oh my, it's gorgeous. Okay. With you on the video, I'm going to taste it. I'm going to see what we need in there. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so good. I can't double dip because I'm taking this with me on Thursday. That is got that nice yummy cranberry bite, but it's sweet and you taste the orange. It's so yummy. Okay. I'm going to do something really funny, but I'm putting a tablespoon of butter in there, and I'm going to swirl it around. And that's just going to take its flavor to another level of creaminess. Okay, so yes, Pammy can't have this because it's got dairy in it now. I'm sorry. But it's going to just a tablespoon. I'm going to turn off the stove, and I'm going to let the rest of it, you know, the cranberries that haven't popped. Wow, you guys, this is an admission. I've never made cranberry sauce before. I just buy it in the can loaded with sugar, or I buy it at Costco in a container, and I'll just sit there and eat it. But guess what? I can make this every day. And this I can eat every day without the orange juice. I can use the orange peel, but I can't use the orange juice. And if you don't want to add the orange juice, just add 1/4 cup of water, and it'll do the same thing. And you'll still get the orange flavor. You can also omit the orange and just use a couple drops of orange oil. Make sure it's good quality medicinal essential oils, like from Butterfly Express .shop, and you would get the sweet orange or orange sweet, and it's super cheap and has 0 calories, so you don't have to worry, but you get all that good orange flavor if you want to make cranberry sauce throughout the year. Because cranberries, this is so funny, because cranberries, talking about emotions and not dealing with them, what do cranberries do medicinally? Cranberries cure bladder infections. And what causes a bladder infection? You guessed it, fear. Fear causes a bladder infection. Fear is housed in the bladder. So having a jar of cranberry sauce in your fridge that doesn't have any sugar that feeds the infection is the perfect thing. I hope my sister watches this because she loves cranberry sauce. And this is super easy. Look, it took us 14 minutes to make cranberry sauce, and it's really yummy. And she adds orange juice to her cranberry sauce that she buys in the can. So now you can make it without any sugar, and it's super yummy. And just that 1 tablespoon of butter takes it to just another level of creaminess, okay? So let me taste it one more time with that butter added in there. All right, I'll get a small spoon. Okay, here we go. Wow, that's awesome. I'm awesome. What a cook, what a cook. you can be just as good of a cook. Blow everybody's mind on Thanksgiving with sugar-free cranberry sauce that no aftertaste of sweetener. It's awesome. I love monk fruit. Did I show you the monk fruit I get? Let me show you. You still have time. You still have time to order it on Amazon, okay? Lakanto monk fruit sweetener, classic. Okay, so what I do is I just pour this. Let me show you. I just pour it in my Blendtec and put it on pulse, and I cover the top of it with my hand because powder smoke is just gonna come out. So, but go to Home Goods or TJ Maxx in their gourmet area of Home Goods and look for it. Sometimes they carry it, sometimes they don't. It's a hit or miss, but you can always buy it on Amazon. And I think 3 pounds is $21, okay? And this is 8 ounces, so this is a half a pound. And it's pretty expensive on Amazon. So buy the 3 pound bag for $21. That's a pretty fantastic deal when you break down. So 3 pounds, so that would be 6 of these. 6 into 21 is a lot cheaper than I think $15 for one of these, okay? So 3 pounds, and then you can just put in 2 cups at a time, powder it, then you've got granulated and you've got powdered for the same price. So I hope you have a fabulous ketogenic Thanksgiving. Give yourself permission to feast, throw out the guilt and the shame, because you're worth enjoying